Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Sorta Sophisticated, a podcast where we chat about topics we think might make us more self-aware in an effort to be better humans and less self-absorbed, all the while trying to learn more stuff and keep working out this bulbous brain of ours, I guess.
Yeah, but really we're just trying to be lifelong learners, right? Exploring some topics that might make us more captivating and engaging on maybe at least some level. And I think we do it in hopes to increase our sophisticatedness. Well, sort of.
Is sophisticatedness even a word you're allowed to use?
Probably not.
I love
but
that.
You get the gist.
Sophisticatedness, TM. Welcome back. It's Pete and Amanda back at it again, sitting in our cramped little studio with our bottle of Jack. And today we're diving headfirst, Amanda, into everyone's favorite pastime. You know what it is?
No, I don't.
Lying.
Lying?
Lying.
Why lying?
I don't know.
Oh, this is going to be good.
It's happening right now. And I'm not even lying.
Well
Okay, so
played.
let's get started. Speaking of lying, do you know the famous Mark Twain quote?
No.
Okay, Mark Twain, his famous quote about lying. There are three kinds of lies. Lies, damned lies, and statistics.
Well, ain't that the truth?
Oh, totally, right? Wait, I love Mark Twain. Another one of my favorite quotes by Mark Twain is, "A lie can travel halfway around the world, while the truth is still putting on its shoes."
That's a good one. I think we see that a lot more today,
Right.
especially. And we probably need more people like Mark Twain. Pretty smart dude.
Yeah, okay, so can you put on our calendar that we're going to do a podcast on Mark Twain, like in the upcoming, next 20 episodes or so?
So, yep, can do that.
Okay, down. Good. Okay, back on track. Today we're going to explore the 10 different types of lies. I didn't even know there were 10. 10 different types of lies.
10?
Yes.
I mean, isn't a lie just a lie?
No, there's 10 types of lies.
How are there 10?
I don't know, but we're going to go through them. From white lies, like the tiny little fibs you tell Trent when he asks you if his shirt looks nice, like if he has muscles in his big shirt, that's your white lie, to the big whoppers you tell yourself, like just one more drink, I swear. Oh my God, I'm so funny. Buckle up, because we're about to expose the truth about lying, or at least the 10 variations of it. No lie. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, I kind of think it is, because this is basically what you do every week. You're finally exposing yourself.
I am.
Credit to you, though. This topic was a good idea. And at least now you're kind of in your element and you can own it without even lying about it.
I hate you. Okay. Why do you have to go at me so hard? But you are sort of right, because we're only sort of sophisticated, Amanda, remember, which means the other part of this whole podcast is flat out lying. But I didn't even come up with this whole idea in the first place. I'm already lying.
Of course you are.
So, yeah. So is this colleague at my office. He's awesome, dude. He's my friend. Who are we kidding? So total shout out to him. He was a stud. He was talking to me about this a few weeks ago, and he's like, dude, you totally have to do an episode on this. And so
Here we are.
I did it.
Send in your recs.
Yeah. And by the way, we're going to talk about this a little further down. I don't technically lie in all of my eps. Okay. I kind of just sort of exaggerate, which is one of the lies we're going to talk about. But I'm not like a bold-faced liar. Relax. Okay.
You just extend the truth.
Right. Okay.
Oh.
We're going to talk about what level I'm at. I'm basically a level 3 liar. We're going to get to it. Don't worry. Okay. I'm not like this massive liar. I'm just like a
little bit.
Yes. Okay.
So is this episode just for fun, or are we actually really going to learn something about being more cultured and curious, Pete?
Okay. Well, of course it's going to be fun, right? But believe it or not, learning about lying is surprisingly relevant to being more cultured.
Well, I can't wait to hear this and how you tie that in.
Okay. But listen. Would you agree that lies are part of human behavior and all cultures and societies do it?
Okay, sure. I can get on board with that.
Okay. Well, then can you agree that if we know the different types of lies and why people tell them, we learn more about human psychology and communication?
Okay. I'm still on the train.
Okay. Then it would follow that knowing all this helps us become more empathetic and recognize all the weird nuances in conversations and ultimately help us navigate social situations way better if we care to pay attention.
How do you do this?
I just do.
Oh.
That's how it works. I just put it together.
You
know what it is?
that real well.
It's a syzygy.
Oh.
That's what Vincent. Okay.
Well played.
Wait. Listen, if you take it one step further, which we're not going to do in this episode because who are we kidding? We're only sort of sophisticated. If we care about learning which lies are acceptable in other people's cultures, it will help us understand the world around us better.
Lies.
No, maybe. Totally go with it, right? You can imagine there's different types of lies in different types of cultures, and the more we
Okay, sure.
When you go visit other countries, seriously, You have to fit in and figure things out. And the way people communicate, it's totally different.
Okay.
They're all nuanced.
Okay.
It all goes together, Amanda. It's all connected.
Well, let's see how it goes together then.
All right. Our word of the day is uxoricide. All right. You already know the challenge. Just work it in somewhere. All right.
Uxoricide? Seriously? Where is that supposed to like fit in? I don't even know what it means.
Okay.
Well, per the usual.
Per the usual, uxoricide. It refers to the act of a husband murdering his wife.
What? I'm speechless. You're insane. How do you... Again, you tell me this is a random word generator, but I don't believe you.
No, it absolutely is.
And why are we doing this word
fun.
specifically then? Why didn't you generate a new one?
No, because it's fun and it makes us learn new words. Okay.
Okay. Is it only specific from husband or wife though, or can it go the other way?
No. This is only husband to wife. I had to look this up. I had to Google this. It comes from the Latin word uxor, I don't know, meaning wife, and sida, meaning killer or slayer. If it's wife to husband, then it's called something different. It's called mariticide, because apparently it's important to have two distinct different words for shit like this, I guess. I don't know.
All right. But from now on, can we just start using cool adjectives instead? Like fastidious or loquacious, please? Things like that. It makes it way easier.
Put it in the suggestion box, okay? For today, it's uxoricide.
Fine. Whatever you say.
It's uxoricide, people. You got to figure it out. Okay.
I don't know why I have to figure it out. This
Okay,
is like
then
the
we'll
worst
figure-
game.
Whatever. Sometimes I've been able to figure a few out.
That's
Like,
true.
let's go.
You did
just
scissor
gotta
G so much.
And here's the deal. Let's be honest. It doesn't really matter. Just throw it in wherever the hell you want. It'll
So
sound
it has
funny.
to work.
It'll sound kind of funny.
No, well,
Okay.
that's no fun.
All right, fine. Before we start, I have an idea.
What?
Let's play a 2 truths and 1 lie.
I love that game. Okay, I'll go first. Are you ready?
I'm totally ready. Go. You already you're like loaded that fast?
Yeah.
What do you got?
I've traveled to 15 national parks.
15 national parks.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I ran a marathon last year.
Okay.
And I am afraid of flying.
I'm going to say the truth is for sure you traveled to 15 national parks.
Yes.
Okay.
That was easy.
You ran a marathon or you're afraid of flying. So one of those is true.
No, I did just get back from Boston.
I know. Yes. I don't believe you've run a marathon. I'm going to say that's a lie. So I am saying you have a fear of flying.
I do.
You do. And
But I
you did
do it.
not run the marathon.
Of course not.
I did so good.
You
Okay.
did so good. Okay. That was kind of probably easy. I should have been a little bit more
I don't know.
cryptic,
No,
but sure.
I wasn't quite sure.
Okay, your turn. You
Okay.
ready?
I'm totally ready.
Okay,
Here we go.
let's go.
Okay. Let me see here. Okay. 1, I've never broken a bone. 2, I can recite the alphabet backward in under 10 seconds. 3, I've met a celebrity who asked for my autograph.
Those are really random.
They are.
I feel like everyone's kind of broken a bone. I also feel like if anyone could recite the alphabet backwards, it would be you. And because of your weirdness, you'd probably challenge yourself to do it under 10 seconds.
Damn it.
So maybe go with that's the truth. And I've met a celebrity who asked for my autograph. I mean, I think you can like sell, what is that, the phrase? You could sell like milk to a dairy farmer.
Uh-huh.
So I
Sell ice
could-
cream to a Eskimo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that phrase.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
actually-
Okay, say, all right, whatever works. It's all good.
So I kind of could think that you would convince a celebrity. But just to test my theory, will you recite the alphabet backwards under 10 seconds?
Sure. I will try. Want to time me?
Okay, go.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, go. Okay. ZYXWV UTSRQ PONMLKJ IHG FEDCBA.
Oh, you got it.
What'd I
It
get?
was literally 10 seconds.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. Okay. So I passed. Yay. That's the truth. So I used to know it way faster, but yeah. Okay. All right. So what is it?
I guess it has to maybe you've never broken a bone.
I've never broken a bone.
Huh.
In my whole life. None of them. Knock on wood.
Yeah.
Yes. The autograph was Bo Derek.
Huh.
How
How
random.
did that happen?
So me and Gabby were on our honeymoon, of all things. Totally random. We were driving up the coast of California. We ended up at Bo Derek's house because we knew her through work because she was making
Oh.
product with us.
Okay.
So we hung out with her for the day, literally her and John Derek.
Okay.
And we had a bottle of wine at her house. And she had me sign the cork.
Does she keep them for all her visitors?
She kept the cork.
That's actually really clever.
So I signed a cork in Bo Derek's house, and there you have it. So look at that.
I guess you're famous now.
Super fame. I thought you were totally going to say that was the one.
No, because you could sell any, like you could.
Well, but she asked, like it was super easy. Like,
yeah, that's true.
Okay. Anyway.
All right, back to work. Give me all the different types of lies.
Yeah. Okay.
You said there were 10, so
it's
we got a lot to get through.
It's a lot of lies. All right, so I'm going to start like smallest to biggest, in my opinion, anyway, because I have like zero scientific evidence to back my thought process here. I'm not going to lie. So are we good with that? You're trusting me?
I'm glad you're not lying. Still episode.
I'm not lying. All right, it's all good. All right, so first we have error or misinterpretation. Like sometimes people believe they're telling the truth, but it ends up being a lie because they were given like misinformation to begin with. So I call that a lie because it's like irresponsible because you have to fact check your stuff, right? You don't want to just be spouting off stuff when you don't know.
So you're saying I shouldn't just spout off whatever I see on the TikTok?
No, or like a friend tells you, right? Like da-da-da, blah. You're like, oh, okay, like I...
Don't take everything as truth?
You can't.
Okay.
No, because and then you believe
I see. Because
you
take everything as truth and then you're telling
right,
it.
Right, you start telling it. You're telling a lie. You're spreading...
Unintentionally lying.
Unintentionally lying. It's a level 1 lie, but it counts. It's called... I'm just super simple. We're starting easy. Error or misinterpretation. We all do it. Okay. So then we have like the white lie, the harmless lie, the trivial lie. Like we're usually doing this to avoid hurting someone's feelings.
Like when I tell you that your fancy vans are good looking.
I hate you, but thank you for following along. Do you not like any of my vans?
No, I think it's more your socks that you wear with your vans.
You don't like the socks?
No, it's very...
Like it's too loud? It's like, what is... let's just level with me. What is it?
Well, sometimes like your vans have like prints that don't match your shirt.
Got it.
So you need to be on theme.
Yeah, got it. So I need to be more put together. I'd argue I'm pretty put together. You're looking for me to be more... Okay, fair. You know what? I appreciate your white lies. Keep telling them.
I will.
Okay, thank you. Okay, then there's level 3, exaggeration.
Like the level you're always on?
Oh, yes. I live on level 3. Yes. Come on. Like everybody knows I'm a level 3 liar. Okay. It's not bad in the grand scheme of things, really, is it?
So exaggeration is just number 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what, again, my rules. I'm making this up. I got the levels. I made up level 3.
Oh, you made up the... I'm on board.
There's 10 types. This is level 3. You with me so far?
Yes,
okay.
Yes. So we're going from like least
to biggest.
Okay.
In my humble opinion. Okay. But like, be honest. The exaggeration makes for way better storytelling, right? Like, let's go. So when I was younger, my wife would always correct my exaggerations. Like, we were out with friends, hanging out, and she would like, Peter, you're wrong. Peter, it didn't work that way. And I was like, oh my God, you're like totally killing the vibe of the story. Like, just let the story go. But then we got older. She got more mature. She got a lot hotter. And let's be honest, she started being super cool about it and started like totally rolling with the punches. And then like every once in a while, she would just look at me and roll her eyes. She knew I was doing it, but nobody else knew I was doing it. And it was way cooler and a lot sexier. So yay.
The story sounds all about right.
Right. Shout out to Gabby. She made me a level 3 liar. She perfected my lying.
Wow.
Okay.
Enabled.
She was a total enabler. She was. Okay. Well, some people suck. Do you ever hang out with friends where like the wife like cuts down the husband or the husband cuts down the wife in the middle of doing something for no reason at all? And you're like, really? Why are you doing that? Like,
no, I think they do that just in general, not necessarily.
Okay. Right. Gabby would do it with my stories and then she figured out, don't do that anymore. Right. Okay. Boom. Level 4, minimization. Like when you downplay the significance of something. You know, like when you tell me you're just a little late to the recording studio, but really I've been waiting here for an hour. So like you're a total minimizer. You're a level 4 liar.
I don't think I am. I don't think I've actually ever tried to downplay you being here for an hour. Okay. I think that's an exaggeration.
You are literally minimizing me right now.
And I think you're exaggerating.
I get texts all the time. Hey, just around the corner. Hey, there's traffic. I check the traffic patterns. There's no traffic. You're a minimizer.
You're a stalker.
You're a minimizer.
But I'm not. You don't even know where I'm coming from when I'm in traffic.
So for the record, all of our, 23 listeners? Yeah. I'm a level 3 liar. Amanda is a level 4 liar. This is how this... Deal with it. Okay,
fine.
Level 5. Omission, also called the half-truth. When you sort of leave out a really key detail in order to mislead someone.
So kind of like when I tell you not the full truth as to why I'm running late. Like that?
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect. So what you're arguing is you're actually a level 5 liar instead of a level 4 liar. This is great. You just moved up a level. This is fantastic. I would,
Number 6. Move on.
Okay, fine. Now we're getting serious. Level 6. Fabrication. Now we're just flat out making shit up.
Like what you've been doing this whole episode.
Leave me alone. Okay, you go hard at me. Stop it. Okay, completely inventing stories here, like with no basis in fact whatsoever. Okay.
Like how you tell everybody you know that you were the valedictorian of your high school.
First of all, how did you know I was even lying about that?
Because
What?
you're not.
You can't.
You're not valedictorian.
Maybe I was a valedictorian.
No.
It's not on Google anywhere. I'm the valedictorian.
No, then you're making shit up.
No, I'm not making shit
I
up.
was actually a
And by the way,
valedictorian.
were you really?
Yes.
No, you weren't.
Yeah.
Oh my God, seriously?
100%.
I would totally commit suicide if we were married. I hate you. Like, you're so mean to me. Anyway, do you get it?
I do, but were you actually valedictorian?
I was not valedictorian.
Okay, thank you.
All right, fine. But I was smart. I
But
don't believe you were. I think you were like Jimmy Carter. There was like 4 people in your class if you made valedictorian. That's bullshit. Okay.
I mean, there's like 900, and you probably were voted most argumentative by all your classmates.
Okay, so now you are looking shit up because I totally was.
Were you really?
I was. That was it. That was my, what is it? The class, just
Superlatives?
senior class. Yes, that was it. Most argumentative.
Hmm.
Me and I forgot her name. I don't remember. Anyway, okay. Where were we? Level 7?
Yep.
Level 7. Okay. Deception. This one is like fabrication with a twist, with like a lemon twist or lime twist on top. Let's go. All right. Deception is when you intentionally mislead someone with the intent to try to gain an advantage, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like all the online pervies pretending to be someone they're not.
Perv. Totally the pervs. You got to hate the pervs, right? Pervs are level 7. So
Yeah.
here's the deal.
But I feel like they should like level 10.
Well, for other reasons.
Okay,
yes.
fair.
But as far as lying goes, they're only level 7. Let's be honest.
I can't believe that there's more.
You're level 5. Their pervs are only level 7.
So you're level 6.
Okay, no, I'm level 3.
Nope. We just
Nope.
gave you number 6.
Okay.
Fabrication.
That was
Making
one
shit
thing.
up.
It was one thing.
Making shit
I
up.
just fabricated it to you.
But
enough.
technically, when you make an exaggeration, isn't that a fabrication? Because you're like making shit up.
No.
You're exaggerating
No.
the details.
Fabrication has no basis in fact. Exaggeration has an absolute basis in fact. Okay. Level 8. We ready?
Okay, go.
Plagiarism.
I like stealing someone's work. I am questioning your levels here. Like,
Okay.
how is plagiarism worse than deception? Like lying about your age in order to get laid.
Okay, because this is serious shit. You can't just rip off someone's hard work and pass it off like it's your own. That makes you an asshole.
Sure, an asshole.
It's like
but
way up on my list.
Huh.
You don't think it should be?
I mean, not like when you're trying to like
Okay, it's illegal.
abuse people.
Like it's illegal. You go to jail.
You could also go to jail for being a perv and like
Okay, being a perv is okay. Lying
you
about
have to
something
lie about
versus
your age.
I understand that, but like you go to jail because you're a perv, not because you're lying about your age. You go to jail for this shit. Plagiarism is jail.
Okay.
Let's be honest, okay?
Okay,
And I'm not
okay.
talking about like in school when you like steal someone's work. This is like serious shit, like authors or like musicians and shit. It's a big deal.
Okay.
Like this could be like
Okay,
millions
I
and millions of
understand.
dollars.
I can follow your train of thought. Okay.
All right, so wherever you want to put plagiarism, 7.5, 6.5, I don't care. I got it at level 8, okay?
Okay.
All right, level
Ooh.
9. We're almost full tilt here. All right, the blatant lie.
Wait, but how is that different than any other lie? Like it's a lie is a lie.
No,
You're
no,
lying.
no. Blatant lie. This one is super intentional and told with a level of confidence that is intended to kind of like bully someone into believing. You're going like way over the top. So I exaggerate. I tell a little bit of stories. Then that was like level 3. Then exaggerate, or what was it? Fabrication. We were talking about level 6, where it's like there's no basis in truth. This one's like you're bullying someone to believe it. Like you're using all of your skills.
I mean, isn't that just narcissism?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
So do you have to be a bully while also lying? Is it kind of like, do you remember when we did the soccer days, like back in the
Oh
good
yeah,
old
yeah,
days,
totally. Right.
Is it kind of like when the treasurer was stealing money and like totally was bullying and blatant lying? I'm not stealing money.
Oh, absolutely. That would be perfect. Right.
Huh.
Total big loser. That's what he was doing.
Yep.
And then he went to jail. So there you
He
go.
did.
See,
Okay.
people go to jail after level 8, man, people are going to jail. All right.
Got it.
Okay. Last but not least, level 10, the Diablo sandwich people, the pathological lie. The psych cases that tell lies over and over without any rhyme or reason, like compulsive liars. Okay. This is big shit.
So I do have a friend who totally does this.
What?
Yeah. She says she graduated from Harvard, but she really didn't.
Wait, how do you know? Wait, what? How do you know that?
Because she doesn't have like an actual diploma.
Like you checked? This is
No,
fascinating.
I asked. I'm like, where's your diploma?
Well, then
Why
why
is
does
she
she
get framed up?
Why does she talk about Harvard then?
She has a certificate.
And that's what she uses? That's what she says?
Yeah, because she took a online class. Just
Okay.
one.
All right.
And so now she just tells people that she graduated from Harvard.
Okay. I think it's actually like, that's lame, but I think it's lamer that you actually call her your friend and she's a past college.
You're also my friend.
Oh shit, but I'm only a level 3 liar. Why do you do that to me?
But are you sure you're only level 3?
I'm an exaggerator. I'm not a liar.
I'm just gonna say that maybe I just attract special people. That's all.
Maybe you do. I think this.
Or I'm just gullible enough, and so like people lie, and I'm like, oh, really?
You know what I think? I think maybe this is our last podcast together. That's what I think.
Okay, exaggerator.
We're done.
Okay.
Podcast out. Okay.
Whatever you need to tell yourself to go to sleep tonight.
You're so mean to me. Oh my God.
I'm so mean. Well,
maybe how about this? How about I call Trent and ask him to commit a xoricide on you right now? How about that's the plan? Okay. And I've worked it in, by the way, twice. You haven't even done it once. Okay. So there.
Because I can't.
I just did. It's not that hard.
It would be my action.
Okay. Whatever. I got one more worth mentioning. The honorable mention. Okay.
Okay. One, you said there was only 10, but fine. Lay it on me.
Okay. Here we go. Bluffing.
Bluffing?
Like
in poker?
Like in poker. Yeah. Not just in poker. Like in life.
How do you bluff in life?
You bluff in life. You can do it anywhere. It's kind of like you're lying. Like you're pretending to have or be something you're not, like to gain power or position over something. Like it counts. Like, I don't know. Like I bluffed my way. I've bluffed my way through the last 30 years. Like, right?
I mean, you are not very
right.
Okay.
So I don't know where it fits, but I think like bluffing is a thing. If like if you like exude confidence that like that you know what
But
you're talking.
Wouldn't that be like exaggerating?
Yeah, but like you're not necessarily lying about anything, or you just sort of,
or just like pathological because you start believing all your lies.
I tend to speak with a lot of confidence. As a result, I think folks sort of listen, which is terrible. Don't get me wrong. I know that's super like misogynistic of me to say, but I think that's a thing and should be considered in the whole like world of patriarchy and like ugliness that we have. That whether I like it or not, I'm a part of, and I have to do better at.
Okay.
Got it?
Well, glad you got on your soapbox.
Wasn't that getting off of my soapbox? I was telling myself I should be better. Like if I was on my soapbox, I would.
But weren't you getting on it to be able to proclaim that you have to do better?
Okay. And now I'm off. Okay, fine. Okay, God. I'm sorry. I won't make it all
about anyways,
I won't make it all about me.
How did this all start anyways?
I think it started with God. Well, not technically with God, but like with Adam. Because like God doesn't tell lies. But Adam, I think, told the first lie. Because he was like, Eve made me do it.
He did.
Yeah. And then God
Adam
was like,
did lie.
And then God was like, no, she didn't, dummy. You made your own choices. And he was like, but she was really pretty and naked, and so I had to do what she said. Kind of. Okay.
But he didn't know that she was naked before he bit into the apple.
Oh my God, that's right. I never thought about it that way. Look, if I was Adam, I would have just ran around after Eve like all day long. Like,
they didn't have sexual desires. You got that because Adam lied.
Oh, thank you, Adam, for lying and giving us sexual desires. Okay. Do you want the truth?
Yeah.
Or do you want lies? Okay, here we go. It started 2.5 million years ago. 2.5 freaking million years ago. Prehistoric era.
Were there even people then?
Yes.
Did the dinosaurs lie to each other?
No, that was even older. Okay, it was survival of the fittest. Like Cro-Magnons. Cro-Magnons were lying to each other to stay alive. Think about it. Like cavemen were probably like finding food and telling their buddies like, hey, look over there instead. Like to throw them off the scent, right? Because they had to like hide food somewhere. Drag it back to their cave, right? Like they had to make sure their families could eat.
Is this another exaggeration?
No, this is life and death shit. Okay, Amanda, think about it.
I know you're like, yes, I can understand the train of thought, but are you actually making this up, or
no,
is this like
I GTS this shit.
Okay.
I GTS this shit. Absolutely, 2.5 million years ago. You know, Cro-Magnon, like whatever his name was like dragging food back to the den, hiding it, and telling everybody else, I don't have any food. I don't know how they talked back then. Okay, so then fast forward from like big foreheads to normal looking people, and lying starts being used like for power. And societies start forming, like ancient rulers, Greeks, Romans, all this shit, right? They start bending the truth to keep control of all the slaves, like the serfs. You remember all this? Most of them even pretended that they had divine connection, and their people actually believed this shit. Do you remember the Trojan horse story?
Yes.
Right. So the Greeks built this giant wooden horse, hide inside, trick the Trojans into thinking it was a present. So they rolled inside the gate to Troy, and everybody pops out and yells, just kidding, and kills everybody. That is a perfect example of lying to maintain power. Yeah?
I mean, that's a trick.
Nailed it. It's lying. This is what we just talked about. Okay, fast forward. Middle Ages now. We're going fast. It was all about religion. So popes start telling everybody that lying is a sin, so people would stop doing it. Smart move, because that way, all the popes and priests and stuff could keep doing it to stay in control. So they basically used it all the time to manipulate their followers. There was this famous thing called the donation of Constantine. Have you heard of this thing?
No.
Okay. This turned out to be a forged document that claimed at the time Emperor Constantine turned over authority of the western part of the Roman Empire to the Pope. It took, Amanda, 300 years before some scholars figured out and exposed it all as a lie. But by then, the church had already cheated a bunch of people out of a bunch of shit.
So now they're all probably in hell.
They are in hell. They're in the seventh circle of hell, right? But seriously, look at that. 300 years. So the Catholic Church goes and does this thing, whatever this is, the donation of Constantine, pretending all this stuff, right? Look it up. I'm not making it up. It takes them 300 years to figure it out. But by that time, they've, whatever, gazillion more followers. A bunch of liars. This is crazy, right?
Manipulation.
Okay, fast forward. Renaissance hits the scene and starts all this focus on art, science, and yes, of course, more lying. Okay, Machiavelli. Do we know Machiavelli?
Yes.
Okay, he wrote The Prince, that famous book, which, by the way, spoiler alert, basically argued that every successful leader in the world must be willing to lie to win.
I think that's a true statement.
It's terrible. Why are we doing that? I read it earlier this year. It's basically a playbook on using lying as a political strategy. Like,
But that's all that they do.
okay, so fast forward like another 100 years, explorers hit the scene, basically making all sorts of shit up because who's going to question them anyway?
They can't.
Right? These dudes sail home after years at sea, bring back a bunch of gold and silver and shit, and start telling stories about unicorns, dog-headed people, and giants. El Dorado? Do you remember El Dorado, the city of gold? All made up to either be super famous in their hometowns, to pick up more chicks at the local saloon, or get more funding to go on more expeditions.
But were they really actually getting more money for their expeditions, or were they trying to sell like the dog-headed people bullshit story?
They were selling.
Because I feel like that's not even real.
Whatever they was selling, it was working because they was going back. Okay? Serious stuff. Okay.
Like going back on the ship?
Yes.
Oh.
And going back out there.
So they're just getting money.
It was all about money.
Okay.
Power, money, sex. I mean, this all goes together. Okay. That brings us basically up to the modern age with newspapers and now, of course, the internet, and lies just spread like wildfire, people, except P. Diddy, because that's all real. Wars, propaganda went nuts. Governments fed the public half-truths, outright lies to support funding or whatever they needed. And today, social media, deep fakes, AI-generated content, no wonder no one can tell what the hell is going on anymore. Fake news, fake profiles, all this false information makes it next to impossible to tell fact from fiction, which basically means that lying has not only evolved over the centuries, Amanda, but really now it's like a regular thing in our daily lives. Like it's everywhere.
It really is. And it's really sad. And I hate lying. I try not to do it, but I get it. Sometimes you just have to put a little lie in there, right? To kind of CYA.
Why don't you educate our listeners on what you consider then an acceptable lie if you're like thinking you have to do it so often?
Okay. I think I'm being set up here.
Yeah, you are being set up.
Oh, okay. I'll take a stab at it.
Go.
Okay. So I look at it kind of like this. It's a little tricky because to me, it all depends on content, context, and intention.
Okay.
And
So
also,
you're getting serious right now.
Yeah, but it's also like a moral thing, right?
Okay. I got to hear this. Go.
So I think the white lie is okay if I'm trying to spare someone's feelings. Like, why hurt someone if I don't necessarily need to?
Okay, but I'm going to need an example of this before I buy into it.
Okay, well, if someone gave you a gift, would you tell them that you loved it? Or would you tell them that you already have it?
Did I love it?
Or that you don't actually like it?
Do I like it?
No.
I don't. Okay, so wait. So the premise is I don't like the gift.
Yes.
Somebody gives me the gift. Right. And you're saying, how would I answer that?
Correct.
You're right. I would do a little. Okay, too easy.
Well, not
Okay,
too
that's way
easy,
too
but
easy.
it's like,
You gave me an easy one. Okay, so hold on a second. Would you tell me I look good? Even if you didn't think I look good?
well, I don't know if I would say anything. Why would I need to?
No, okay, hold on. I mean, like, if I walked in all excited and said, hey, like, do you like my new outfit? Like, what would you say then? Like, real quick. I'm like, hey, Amanda, like my outfit.
I'd probably be like, yeah, you look kind of nice.
Even if you don't like it.
Sure. But see, the thing is, in those situations, it's not about me thinking you look good or that I like it. It's really about if you liked it, right? So if you like the outfit and you feel good in it, great.
Oh my God,
Good for you. High five, bro.
I hate you.
Why?
Okay, give me another example.
Because that's all relative.
You're just trying not to hurt my feelings.
Sure, but it's relative. If I don't like your outfit, what does it matter? You liked it.
All right. Give me another example.
So, I mean, like with a gift thing, I do kind of feel like I'd rather people be truthful if they don't like it versus lying about it. But I can understand why people
So I'm
do
the
it.
opposite. I get the gift thing. I don't get the other thing. I'd be like, dude, it's not my favorite outfit.
All right.
Go. What else you got?
I was also thinking it's okay to lie a little when you're trying to protect someone from danger or maybe something that's not age appropriate.
Talk to me.
So, example, we just went to Boston and we went to Salem, and the girls now can read. And so we went to the memorial, and it literally will say, like, or has the name of the person who was killed,
Like the
and
witch.
dates, the witch in air quotes, yep.
Uh-huh.
And then it'll be like,
Why air quotes? There weren't real
because
witches?
we did the
Okay, go.
the
Sorry.
reenactment of the trials,
Okay, got it.
and it was all lies.
I thought it was
That's a whole
Salem.
nother
I thought
thing.
it was Salem, Oregon.
There's a Salem, Oregon.
It's Salem. It was Salem,
There's
Massachusetts.
Salem, Massachusetts, where the witch
Oh my
trial
God, I
happened.
just learned something. That's okay. Go ahead.
But
That makes so much more sense.
it does.
Okay.
And it was all involved
Wait,
lies.
okay. Why'd you have to lie to your girls?
Because they can read. And so they said, one said hang, the other one said pressed to death. And so, of course, they're like, what does hanged mean? What does pressed to death mean?
Okay.
And so, you give them a little bit of information, but not all of it because they're not old enough for that.
You're lying to protect.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Or just not giving all the information. So is that deception?
Yeah, a little bit of deception. That's like a level. What was deception? Level 7 lie. You're 11.
Really?
Oh my God, you're moving up the lie chain. But I will say, as a mother, I got you on that one. I'm with
Okay.
you. Okay. Okay. What else you got?
There's also the maintaining the peace lies.
Oh, this is a new lie you're using now. Okay. So we have the white lie, we have the protecting lie, and now we have the maintaining peace lie. I love this
Yes.
about you. I'm
Yeah.
learning so much
Leave
about
me
you
alone.
right now.
Just
Okay.
listen,
No,
just listen.
you have a lot of lies.
Well,
Go.
it's not necessarily a lot of lies.
Okay,
It's
what?
reasons why
Okay.
it may be needed.
Okay. Go. Explain to me why.
Okay, so there's a lot of times that sometimes I laugh at your jokes that I don't think are funny just to be nice. Sometimes I also just don't get them.
Wait. What?
Yeah, because I don't always get jokes.
Wait.
But then I go, ha ha ha.
Okay.
What's
Wait.
so funny?
Wait. Remind me. Why am I friends with you? Why
Because-
haven't I committed
because-
uxoricide? Is there a word instead of uxoricide? Is there a word we could use for me killing my podcast co-host? Like, is that?
It's interchangeable, I'm sure.
I'm going to think of that word and we're going to use it.
Okay.
Okay. Fine.
You're whatever. So I maintain the peace, right? Even when it's on me that I'm not getting the joke, to make sure that you feel good about it, right?
Yeah. You're stroking my ego and I don't like it.
You're dumb. Okay, calm down.
Okay. Can we just be done with this section or are you still going?
I'm still going. I got one more.
Oh, okay. Seriously, I can't wait to hear this one.
Oh my gosh. It's
What?
going to be good.
Okay. Go.
Now, this one's like a little more serious though, right?
Go,
So we
go.
had the protecting one and the maintaining the peace,
Yeah.
right? And so this is going to be like safety.
Go.
The safety lie. What about when you need to lie in an emergency situation to protect yourself? So you give a fake name or a phone number to a stranger just so you can get out of that situation and get to safety. No?
Yep. I get it.
Or maybe telling someone your husband is home when they're really not. Or, open the door and it's like some random solicitor and you're like, oh, my big dog is here. Hold on. Let me put them away or whatever, right? You're basically lying when you think it's a matter of safety or survival. You feel
Okay.
me?
So
You get it?
no, you totally got me there because I get that. And that makes sense. And I hate that you have to do that because people suck. I've never thought about it that way.
Like it or not, lying isn't always black and white, Pete. Like you have to weigh the benefit versus the harm, and then you have to make a call, and that's kind of where your morals come into play. And if a lie protects or maintains peace somehow without causing any real damage, I'm gonna probably say I'm in. It's not like it's a default or anything, and you have to use it sparingly, but it's sometimes a necessity.
I think that was an excellent public service announcement.
Well, thanks
Well-
for listening to my PSA.
Well done. Okay, unless you have something else you want to chat about, I figured we could review some of the lies from the last Trump-Harris debate and categorize them for listeners.
I mean, this is a good idea. Seems kind of random.
It is a little random, but when I was talking to the guy who came up with this whole idea in the first place, because we were talking about the lies, it came from the fact that we were discussing this debate. So I thought it would be a good idea to go through a few of that. Look, there's like 50, so we would be here all night.
That
okay?
is a lot of lies.
But we were chatting on the phone and we were going back and forth. We're like, oh my God, that's bullshit. And then he told me about 10 different types of lies. And I was like, holy shit, we should do a whole podcast on that. And then I thought it would be boring to do all 50. So we just gave the history. We gave all the different types. And now we're going to categorize 5 or so of the Trump-Harris lies from their last debate.
Okay, let's go. Only if, though, we talk about the eating pets.
Oh, eating pets is in here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
They're eating the
Perfect.
dogs. They're eating the cats. Oh,
Well, let's go.
I love that meme. Okay, so number 1, inflation. Former President Donald Trump claimed in the last debate that there was virtually no inflation during his administration from 16 to 20. I quote, I had no inflation, virtually no inflation. Okay, so this is a level 4 lie, a lie of minimization. Here's why. The year-over-year inflation rate in January of 21, the month Trump left office, was 1.5%. Okay.
That's not so bad.
No, that's not too bad. But the part he minimized was that cumulative inflation over the course of his presidency was 7.8%.
Okay. But they also had to print a bunch of money because it was COVID.
He's still level 4 liar.
Okay, sure.
Level 4 liar.
Okay.
Dude, I'm reporting facts.
Okay, true.
Okay.
I understand. I'm just saying.
We're not, dude, you're not changing the scale. Listen, I made up the scale. It's my scale. He's level 4 liar.
Okay.
You make up your own damn scale.
Okay. Go.
Number 2, Afghanistan withdrawal. Trump tried to place blame on Vice President Kamala Harris and the Biden administration for the chaotic U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan. Level 5 omission, people. The truth here is that both Trump and Biden share responsibility for the outcome in Afghanistan. Trump's 2020 deal with the Taliban to withdraw all U.S. forces was identified as, and I quote, the single most important factor in the collapse of the Afghan security forces and the Taliban takeover. Biden's announcement to proceed with the withdrawal was also a significant factor. Harris was reportedly in the room when Biden made his decision, but there is absolutely no evidence showing she had any real impact on Biden's decision-making. Omission, level 5.
Okay, fair.
Here it is. Are you ready? Number 3.
I'm ready.
Pets. Trump, here it is. Trump claimed that Haitian migrants in the city of Springfield, Ohio, are stealing people's pet dogs and cats and eating them. And I quote, in Springfield, they're eating the dogs. The people that came in, they're eating the cat, Trump said. They're eating the pets of people that live there. Okay, this is a bold-faced lie. Level 9, people. The city of Springfield and the local police have said that they have seen no evidence for the claim, which appeared to originate from a Facebook post in which someone, purporting to be a local resident, passed along what they said was a story about the neighbor's daughter's friend. In a statement to the press, a spokesperson for the city of Springfield said, there have been no credible reports or specific claims of pets being harmed, injured, or abused by individuals within the immigrant community. The Springfield News Sun reported that the Springfield Police Division said Monday morning that they have received no reports related to pets being stolen and eaten.
Yeah, but it made for some good memes.
They were the best. People are so creative. I think it made for the best meme. Like, it was amazing. Okay, let's do Harris. Are we ready for a Harris lie?
Let's go.
Okay, unemployment. Harris claims Trump left office in 2021 with, quote, the worst unemployment rate since the Great Depression, people. Okay, so she's a level 7 liar.
I mean, that's high, but it's not as high as the 9 that
No.
just happened.
Well,
So-
but this is what you call deception. It is true that unemployment skyrocketed to 14.8% in April 2020 when COVID shut down global economies. And that, in fact, was the highest rate since 1939, according to BLS historical records. However, in January 2021, when Trump actually left office, the official unemployment rate was back down to 6.4%. So here's where the deception comes in. She intentionally misled the public with the intent to gain an advantage.
But wait, isn't this one kind of more like an exaggeration? We should use data just in a different way.
Yeah, no. That's deceiving, not exaggerating. Exaggerating would be like back in 2016 when Trump pretended his dong was bigger than Marco Rubio's. Yeah, okay. So that's exaggerating. This was actually deception. Okay?
Okay, fair.
Yeah. I can't believe he did that. Okay, anyway. Number 5, finally. You have the comment Harris made on U.S. military members on active duty in combat zones. I don't know if you remember this
I
one.
do. I got real upset about
This
that
was
one.
a tough one. Vice President Kamala Harris said, and I quote, as of today, there is not one member of the United States military who is in active duty in a combat zone in any war zone around the world, the first time this century. Okay, so misleading. Level 3.
I feel like this one should be higher than level 3.
That's exaggerating.
I feel like it was a blatant lie.
Okay, check it. While it is true that U.S. service members are not engaged in any major wars like those in Iraq or Afghanistan, her exaggeration is around active duty in a combat zone. So in fact, U.S. service members have come under fire in the Middle East repeatedly over the last year and increasingly have been in harm's way since Hamas' attack on Israel last October. And also since October, more U.S. Navy troops have deployed to the Gulf of Oman and the Red Sea, both active combat zones. And finally, just 2 months ago, 8 U.S. service members were treated for traumatic brain injuries and smoke inhalation after a drone attack struck the Rumlin landing zone in Syria. So she sort of shit the bed here.
Yeah, because it's a blatant lie.
All right. Amanda is changing this one to blatant lie,
Yeah.
people. All right.
Because
There you have it. That's fine.
our soldiers are out there,
Okay.
and you're gonna lie and say that it is semantics, right? She's playing off the semantics. But I feel like if you play semantics intentionally, then it's a lie because now you're disregarding information.
They're both liars.
I mean,
What do you
they
want-
are.
What do you
They
want me
both,
to say?
They're both liars. That's all.
Okay.
End of story.
They're both a bunch of liars, people.
All right, then. So to sum things up here, just to make sure that I am catching all of your rando levels, we really got to fact check these people because using the lying scale that you've kind of come up with,
Which I think I should totally TM. What do you think?
you should.
All right. We're
You
TM.
should.
We got to TM a lot of stuff, right? We got to TM sophisticatedness from earlier, and now we're TMing a lying scale. We're gonna
Sure.
we're gonna be rich, man.
But it's crazy that they're just going to do anything to get elected.
I know. It's totally terrible, right?
Yep. So I think I need a little bit of fun fact time because now I'm just going to get depressed thinking of how much I'm lied to.
All right. You ready to go?
Yeah.
We're gonna go out. We're gonna do fun facts about lying. How are you gonna tell if I'm lying? Are you ready? All right. These are good.
Well
though.
played.
These
Well
are good.
played.
These are good.
Well
These are good.
played.
All right. Fun fact 1. We lie more than we think. Research shows, on average, a person tells 2 lies per day. 2. While that might not sound like much, add that up. That's 750 lies a year, or bigger than that in an average lifetime. 50,000 lies in a lifetime.
And this is why we're going to hell.
We're all going to hell.
Yep. Totally.
Seriously, right? I probably, honestly, if an average person does 50,000 lies, I'd probably do 1 million.
I mean, you're exaggerating, but yes,
Okay,
close.
500,000? It's at least 10 times as much. Okay.
You're crazy.
All right, fun fact 2. All right, children start lying early, early. Like most kids start lying at 2 or 3 years of age.
It's just our sinful nature.
No. Listen to this. It's actually a sign of cognitive development because it means they're beginning to understand that other people don't know everything they do. It's like they're testing the system.
Kids are much smarter than I think we give them credit for.
Psychologically, that's I don't like that people lie. I mean, I don't know. It's not like we're ever going to stop it from
how
happening.
Your brain is
but
wired.
It's, right.
Yeah.
It's how we're there's something to it to learn how to do it and then to not do it. Right. So it's an important part of the
Well, it's a
development.
choice. It goes back to being a choice and the moralness of it.
Totally. That's why we have excellent parents like Trent and Amanda. Okay. Number 3. Have you ever heard of something called the liar's advantage?
No. Is it in poker?
No, I use it all the time. Okay. Studies show that liars are better at reading other people's emotions than truth tellers. Liars learn to gauge how well their lie is being received, so they become more skilled at detecting the cues and then can keep lying. It's
So
a
master manipulators.
Yeah. liar's advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't.
All right.
I won't say that I am one of those. Number 4, fun fact. Did you know that men and women lie differently?
Absolutely. Because women have to lie to protect men's egos and men just lie to get into women's pants. It's really not that complicated, Peter.
Oh my God, that was perfect. You said that so much better. I would like to say that men lie to make themselves look better. It's all about their accomplishments. You are correct. It's about their egos. I'm just using accomplishments. Women lie
Okay,
to make,
minimalizer.
right? I am. Oh my God. It's terrible. Okay. Women lie to make other people feel better. I think it's a little like sugar and spice and everything nice.
Just little white lies.
Right. Yeah, Pete. I like your
Just
shoes.
a level 1.
Yeah, Pete.
level one.
I like your shirt, Pete.
Level
Yeah.
1.
Oh my God. Okay.
Is it level 1? Even
I
over
don't-
the scale.
I don't know what it is.
Level 2. Level 2.
Number 5, fun fact. Body language isn't always reliable. Contrary to popular belief, signs like avoiding eye contact or fidgeting aren't always indicators of lying. In fact, a lot of liars make deliberate eye contact to seem more trustworthy and keep up with the idea of the lie. I'm amazing at that.
Because they are manipulators.
I know. I go, I think I have narcissistic. I'm reading all these. I fit a lot of these categories, Amanda.
Oh, dear.
Why are you friends with me? Are you friends with me? Okay. Number 6.
If I say yes,
Right, is that right? I don't know. I can't even tell. We have to stop this episode soon. Okay. Number 6. Lie detectors are not perfect. Polygraph tests that measure physiological responses like heart rate, sweating, and breathing, they're only about 65 to 75% accurate.
So I can outsmart it if I ever got arrested.
You could not because you would sweat and
That's
freak
true.
out.
Sure.
Yeah.
That is very true. But also, does that mean then the new polygraph lie detector test that Ariana Grande did is
What?
like
Wait, what?
totally.
I have no
Yeah.
idea about this.
They asked if like she had like a boob enhancement or like had done anything
I have
else.
no
Yeah,
idea.
yeah.
Did she pass it?
She did pass, but now you're like, huh? But
Interesting. There's
Did
a
she pass?
35% chance she's lying.
Huh? Who knew?
And if she could slow her heart rate down,
Mm.
she passed it. Okay, let's go. Next one. Number 7. Fun fact. Gen Zers are screwed. Lying is way more common over texts.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
because
right?
you're not in person.
People are more likely to lie in text messages than face-to-face conversations. The anonymity and lack of immediate feedback make it way easier to bend the truth.
And this is why all of our communication is just going to hell, and why we are now the anti-social generation. Or...
My Gen Zs are screwed. Like my kids, I don't know what Gen Alpha is. Like I don't even know what you have in store for you. Like you might be even more screwed.
Again, you can't trust anything that's
I don't know.
in
Okay.
technology.
All right. Can I keep going? Because I got a few more.
Yes, it is. Go.
Okay. Number 8. Fun fact. Have you ever heard of the Pinocchio paradox?
You mean like my nose is going to grow, Pinocchio?
Yeah, totally.
Is that an actual paradox?
Yes. So basically it goes like this. If Pinocchio says my nose will grow now and it doesn't grow, then he has to be lying. But if he does grow, then he's telling the truth about lying. So it's impossible. It's an endless loop.
My brain just melted.
Yeah,
That hurt.
Okay, it just means you totally created impossibility. And it teaches people not to lie in the first place because it's hard to like manage yourself through a lie, because if you tell a lie, then you have to do more lies.
Okay. I got it.
Okay.
My brain just melted.
Okay, got it. Okay, got it. Okay. Number 9. People are surprisingly bad at detecting lies, like especially truth tellers. This was totally Gabby. I could literally say anything and she would believe it.
Okay. Well, hopefully you didn't lie to her.
Are you kidding? My whole life was a lie to her.
Stop it.
No. Okay, just kidding. Okay, so even though people lie on average twice a day, we as a collective group are only about 54% capable of detecting a lie.
Dude, that's just barely better than flipping a coin.
Right. So in an average day, somebody's telling 2 lies. We're only figuring out one of them. Every day, all the time, with everybody we
So
interact with.
you're just telling me that my whole life is a lie.
We just suck at detecting lies.
Okay.
That's all
My
I'm saying.
whole life is a lie.
Okay, last one. Ready?
All right.
Did you know that lying is contagious?
Well, that makes sense. I never lied until I met you. And now I do it all the time.
Oh my God. Okay. You are so lucky that I'm like 12 feet away from you and I can't like physically do something.
And
Okay.
you don't have your Vans on, so you can't throw a shoe at me.
Okay. I just figured this out. Do you remember the whole like murder your podcast co-host thing I talked about earlier?
Oh, like so many
Yeah.
times? Yeah.
Podcast Zoricide. That's it.
Stop
That's
it.
what I'm
You're
doing.
so stupid.
I'm podcast Zoricide. That's it. Okay. Anyway, being around a liar like me can actually make you more likely to lie yourself. It's social pressure. If other people are doing it, your brain gets more comfortable with doing it.
Like an addiction.
It is absolutely true. Sucks. Okay. That's all I got. I'm all out of lies.
Love it. Well, as always, I love our fun facts. And hopefully you feel a little more sophisticated when it comes to being a liar.
Can you be more sophisticated at like really?
Well,
is that what we just taught people?
I guess maybe not like
we're trying to help people detect lies.
I mean, we
not be
probably did
sophisticated.
make people more sophisticated.
Okay,
Let's be real.
All right.
Either they're more devious or conniving, but
That's
you know,
terrible. If that's what we did, we're terrible people.
Yeah. And maybe we'll just make sure that they got the point. So why don't you tell me what I need to remember here to make sure I can keep being a good liar? Because, you know, it's important.
You're not going to be a good liar. You're just
I'm
not.
never. I can't. I
You're
don't
a
have a
good
poker
person.
face. I don't have a poker face.
Right. You're just a good person.
I lie and then I laugh.
All right, here we go. We'll go quick.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, first watch Dishonesty.
There's a documentary about this?
Yes, The Truth About Lies.
Mm.
Okay, documentary released
Really?
in 2015, directed by Yael Melamede. I probably butchered that. The film features behavioral economist Dan Ariely, who explores the psychology behind dishonesty and the various reasons people lie. It also highlights the surprising finding that many people consider themselves honest despite, well, you know, their dishonesty.
That's a cluster.
I know. Great. Honestly, this is a great documentary. I've seen it. This guy, Dan Ariely, he's got a book on it. He's fascinating. Yeah. Totally worth like checking him out, checking out this book, checking out this documentary. Okay. Second, if you care to learn more about lying and how to stop doing it, try to keep a journal of why you lie and then look for patterns and triggers to help yourself with awareness. Or read the book, The Honest Truth About Dishonesty. Again, Dan Ariely. It has good info about why people lie and how lying affects relationships. Or finally, if nothing else works, talk to a therapist to get a deeper understanding of the issues and fix your shit once and for all.
You need to have a lot of self-awareness for this, so I don't really have much hope that...
Do you ever write down like why you lie? Like, I've never done this. Like I've never journaled like here. That's why did I just do that? Why did
No,
I
again,
I see
you
how
have
that's
to have
fascinating.
so
I
much
know.
self-awareness.
I know. Go back and listen to our first episode,
Okay,
make fun
okay.
of us, and then learn about self-awareness. What do you want me to say? Okay.
What else?
Third, if you don't care to learn more about lying and how to stop doing it, by all means, just keep lying because that's what I'm going to do. How
You're
about that?
crazy.
Okay, great. And finally, if you don't remember anything about this podcast, it doesn't really matter because we're probably lying anyway.
Stop it.
Bah.
But there you have it, folks. The 10 different types of lies as per Peter and his rando scale.
It wasn't random. I thought it was a pretty good skip. Say plagiarism that you thought maybe was in the wrong place. Okay.
Okay, fine. I think we've covered, though, everything from the classic white lie. No, Pete, your podcast voice isn't annoying. To the bold-faced lie, Pete committed suicide in 2023 and didn't even serve any jail time.
Oh, shit. That was dark, Amanda.
I mean, you said it like 5 times that you were going to do it. So,
but like, what do you mean? Like that I like killed her?
Yes.
Who are you, woman?
Listen, people. If you got this far, you're now officially an expert in lying. Or maybe that's just what we want you to believe. We'd like to think we've shared just enough information to make you either a flaming nuisance or a little more sophisticated to your fellow human. Sort of. And remember, honesty is the best policy. But if you're going to tell a lie, make sure it's a good one, like saying our podcast is the best. If you enjoyed this episode and found it particularly interesting, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share with the peeps. Until next time, keep it real, or at least keep it convincingly fake. Stay clever and stay honest.